Let me make sure. Let me double check, motherfuckers. Yeah, it looks like we are. Why does this thing keep making me go live before I'm ready to go live? All right, looks like we are live, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, we're going to get into a few things here today. What's up, JB? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Anyways, looks like we got some goofy shit. We get to go over a little bit today because the Cuck has made his return. This is just what the Cuck does. It's who he is. I called it last night, and now we get to see it firsthand. So this is what we get to get into today a little bit. I figured, hell, it's the middle of the daytime. I know I did a stream in the middle of the night, but we get to come back and do an update stream on the situation. We'll let some people come on in here. But yes, less than 24 hours later, the Cuck is returned. The Cuck is returned because let's just call it what it is. He's in a, what's up? Yeah, what's up, Paul? What up, JB? He is back. Yes, that's exactly right. He is back. Less than 24 hours, like I said, because the dude's just a clown. He says the backdrop of the Dumbarton Bridge is where he's going to jump. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Jim. So anyway, what I decided to do is come back, check it out. Let's hear his excuses, his reasoning, his whining, his complaining. I said, why not? I'm about to grab something to eat soon anyway, so figured I'd get this out there and kind of go over some things here with you guys. New day, new life, of course. Well, here's the thing, Paul. It's not really a lie. What it is the Cuck's an emotional, frail girl. He throws tantrums. He comes on here, and then like I said last night, when people get in his head or whatever, he's like, I'm just gonna quit. And so that's what he does, right? He quits, and then he comes running back because one or two people contact him and say, don't do it, Eli. Don't let him beat you. Don't let him win. He's like, you know what? One or two people, you're right. He's going to retire again. Oh, yeah, he does this several times a year. Enter username. Good to see you, by the way. He does this several times per year, but let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's see what the Cuck's talking about here today.
All right. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Coach Eli 2.
And I got a question. Serious question. Have you noticed that the Cuck doesn't put this shit on his main channel? There's something going on with that. There's something strange. And this is why I said last night he never intended on quitting at all anyway. Because if he intended on quitting at all, he wouldn't have put like this entire thing on a backup channel. He wouldn't have done it. He would have put it on his main channel. Because the whole last month he's been talking about people. He's been running his fucking beak about people on his main channel. So why would today be any different? Here's what my thoughts on this. His girl knows his real channel. His girl probably doesn't know the backup channel. But we'll get to that because his girl is very heavily involved in this. Well, this should be very interesting.
Censored live streams. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Before we get started here today, let me first of all make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me make sure that the...
Good to see you, KD. Paul says all the shit that he has been put through now, he's got a J Cuck in his ear. And that's really what it is. And a restream sending him over the edge. Yeah.
Notification.
What's up, KD?
Out, and it looks like it just did. Let's see.
Hurry up, Cuck.
Yeah, it's working.
What's up,
That's
Stacey?
a good thing. And let me just check out the back end of YouTube and make sure everything
How you doing,
is
Stacey?
rolling smoothly as well. And it absolutely is. Good day to you all.
What's up,
I
Bella?
hope you're having an amazing day.
I am.
And I hope it's productive for you.
It's cheat day on the food.
I'm not going to be on too terribly long. I have a lot of things to do today. I actually am going to be going away for a couple of days.
Thank you, Stacey.
Tomorrow with my lady. Going to be going to meet her mother for the first time. And I'm actually excited about it because
agreed, Katie.
She really wants to meet me. And
he's excited about going to meet the mother-in-law for the first time. But the whole thing he was throwing a fit about yesterday, the whole thing was because her daughter didn't want to meet him. Her daughter didn't invite him to the damn baby shower or whatever the fuck it was, right? The engagement party. So he's like, so you know what happened? The girlfriend got in the mom's ears like, can he meet you? He really, for some reason, is whining because he wants to meet the fam. You know what I'm saying? By the way, my restreamer got better numbers than him. Sad. Yeah, that's the truth. That's how it works. Nobody really wants to watch him. The only people that watch him are his enemies. It's just the truth.
We have a lot of things to talk about. It's all good stuff. I'm not worried about it. I'm a 48-year-old grown-ass man.
Right. And, not grown. You're not that big. You're not very big.
The mother of the woman you're dating wants to meet you and is excited about it. I think that's a pretty damn good thing, don't you think?
No, because that's not true. It's not even close to true. You wind your way into this meeting. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest.
Those of you that caught my live stream replay on this channel last night, there have been some changes and I've made some decisions rather quickly. There's a reason why I made those decisions.
I got a costumer here laughing his ass off.
Within my head and my heart. The decisions I've made are not a game. I am not the type of person that's coming out here on YouTube to play.
Naldo says, JB, it goes deeper than that. It turns out his new stepdaughter's boyfriend is of Dominican descent. Oh, we all know how much them island boys have affected his coaching career. That's beautiful. That is great. That is outstanding. He gets into a whole family of mud sharks. He just came from a mud shark. God damn it. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I like hearing that shit. He's like, I wish Putin would just blow that island up. I wish they would just blow up the Dominican Republic. What's up, Lord? Thank you, by the way, for your tip earlier, Lori. I forgot. Thank you very much. Dude, my wife is suffering from dementia. She hears his voice and says he's not this asshole again. Exactly. Here's the deal, man. He's one of the biggest clowns there is.
Games. None of that was clickbait. None of that was fabricated for views or drama or anything like that. And whether people believe it or not, that's up to you. But here's the thing. I could be doing this stream on my main monetized channel right now, but I decided to put it on this channel because I want to kind of separate this type of content. I'll share more about that in a little bit. But this is not a monetized channel. I don't even have a community tab on this channel.
Exactly. He would be the Dominicans, Putin. They'd be Ukraine. Exactly. 100%. But he's a little small, man. He's not. Well, I guess Putin is too. But
right.
I'm a Putin fan. Out here, I don't want to damage Putin's reputation with no cuckery. You folks
know where I'm at and where things are heading in the future. And a lot of things have transpired. I'm
going to be honest with you. I've never seen someone go through so many emotions back and forth about YouTube. It's fucking YouTube. You either make videos or you don't, Cuck. It's that simple. It's really not that hard of a decision. It's either worth it or it's not. And I'll be goddamn if one of these fucking clowns out here in the viewing world, no offense, somehow changes my decision. Like if I was going to quit and Stacey Johnson was like, no, you got to stay. It's going to take a lot more than that. Somebody's going to have to suck my dick or something. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be quiet. What's up, Bernie? His girlfriend gave him permission. I agree. What's up, Shanice? Good to see the beautiful Shanice in there. But this is what it is. Since they said I will, there we go. But you see the point, like, he's so easily influenced. He was about to quit. Then his girlfriend was like, baby, don't do it. This is your dream. You're 50 years old. You'll make it someday. And so he's like, you're right, baby. I'm going back. If you ain't made it by now, bitch, you ain't never going to make it. He is bipolar. I agree. And autistic. He's got asparagus.
Since yesterday, just as a short recap, I decided to put my main monetized YouTube channel, Coach Elias Mellis, to hidden. And I had originally planned to keep it hidden for at least 2 weeks.
No, you didn't.
And create content elsewhere.
Makes not a goddamn penny. It makes no sense. I mean, how do you even have that conversation with your broad, right? You know, it was like when I was starting, because I was one of the originals, it was easy for me to look at a bitch and be like, look, man, this YouTube thing is going to be big someday. But I couldn't imagine starting or being in 2022, not making money on YouTube and being like, baby, you got to trust me. It's going to work out one day. I couldn't imagine being that. What's up, Tracy? I couldn't imagine that shit. You got to have the driest dick in town. I want you to think about that. Imagine your girl seeing you sit here and argue with people all day for free. And you're like, baby, I'm trying to help them, though. I'm trying to help them. They're immature, unprofessional, and immature. 50K subsumes, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, that would be crazy. There ain't a woman in the world that would look at you, make that dumb excuse, and tell them lies and be like, baby, I want to suck your dick. It will never happen. Never happen. Like I said yesterday about the rapper at 50 years old that says he's going to drop the mixtape. What's up, Kirsty? Excuse me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're 50. If you're not already making money on YouTube, it's not going to happen.
I have many other options on where I can put out content. And I kind of want to take a little bit of a break from YouTube regardless to figure out if I wanted to continue creating out here and if it was the right platform for me to continue creating my content. All of that was how I was feeling yesterday. That's how I was honestly feeling yesterday. And I stand tall on that.
Thank you, Steve.
And whether people believe it or not, that's up to you. People can change their minds all the time. I typically don't. Because no disrespect, ladies. Ladies change their minds all the damn time because they're emotional beings.
No,
right?
no.
Like I've always said, women are emotional beings, and they respond to everything emotionally first.
The Jew said, the number 2 Jew said people with autism can experience hand flapping. Some adults work around that by keeping their hands clasped together. I'm saying that actually makes a lot of sense, bro. And the cloud says, welcome back, Eli. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. It's all about his fifis. That's the thing, right? He likes to make everybody else sound like they're like mentally disturbed, and some are. But there's nobody more emotionally wrapped up in this shit than him. Like, it's when you say something about Eli on YouTube, he takes it to heart. I don't believe people. I'm being dead honest. There's a woman in the chat room saying she'd suck my dick. I don't believe her. It's the internet. All I can do is put my thumbs up and say, keep talking like that. That's great. But I don't believe it. You don't take the internet, what's up, Cloud, that damn serious. I mean, you do, but you don't. You're either clocking in or you're not. And this guy is not doing, not only is he not making any money, but he's letting it fuck with his head. He's beating his head up against the wall like a little retard. Flipping out. What's up, Napdos? That's what he's doing. For nothing. For no views. No money. What's up, Upgrade? It ruins his relationship. Nothing is working for this cuck. At all.
Based on how they're feeling in the present moment. That's normal.
I don't know
That's
why
how
you give
women
the
were
Cuck any play,
biologically.
because, well, this is one of the only channels that I can stream on until tomorrow. 70, you got it? And because I give people play, I give the people the content they want to see. There's some people that don't like the Cuck. That's why I do it over on the Trigger Machine channel. Notice that the Cuck only gets Trigger Machine channel play? There's a reason for that. It's because this channel is dedicated to the idiots on the internet that I don't like. That's why I rarely post on it, because I really get that involved. I don't really care. I don't really care. But yeah, I'm dealing with some news channels issues till tomorrow. Pure Blood Martina, what's going on? What's going on?
Made to be, right? Now, if some of you guys out there want to crack a joke at me and say, Eli, well, you handle this like a woman, if that's how you feel, then so be it.
Yes.
But just because I'm a man doesn't mean I'm not allowed to change my mind, and change my mind rather quickly every now.
Sir, you have quit and came back to YouTube no less than 6 times. You have rebranded 3 times. You have lied endlessly to try to make yourself sound better than you are. It's that simple. It's a throwaway channel. Exactly, KD. That happens to be on its way to 1,000 subs, oddly enough. I don't know what the fuck's happening over on this channel, right? Like, I noticed it the other day. It said I had 48 new subs on this channel in the last month. I said 48 new subs? Who the fuck would just randomly find this channel and be like, yeah, this feud between JB Gunner and this Cuck guy, that sounds like a good time, right? Like, you got to already be involved.
Now and then, right? I don't do it all the time, because then, yeah, I would probably be like a woman at that point.
You are like a woman. You're
but
frail.
Whatever you feel is up to you. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. You're entitled to your opinion, right?
Yes.
Everything I mentioned in
it's
that
so funny watching him
video
squirm.
yesterday was how I was feeling at that time. Some of the things I mentioned in that video, which is still up and will remain public forever.
Exactly, Kirsty.
Okay. Some of the things that I mentioned in that video, which is what I'm trying to say on that stream, are still true.
What do you mean some of the things are still true? Why isn't all of the things true? Yeah, exactly. He is 100% woman. Like this back and forth weird. And see, he doesn't even see it's a problem. At least 3 or 4 times per year, maybe twice, he's like, everybody's bullying me. I quit. But he doesn't realize, I just watched this Cuck for a whole month straight. Well, I didn't really watch it because, to be perfectly honest, I don't get into those streams unless they're specific. I didn't even watch the one where he specifically talked about me. What's up with the Cash App? Oh, yeah, I got a new Cash App, Martina. Sorry about that. It's in the description box. The Negroids over that are trying to kill me, where they kept requesting money on the Cash App and it froze it up for a second. I'm working on it. What's up, Poppin' Plugs? They thought they could cancel me and take me down. That's not quite the way it worked. He does have a camel toe, exactly. But, so I'm dealing with multiple things right now. But I'm still plugging ahead, still working. You know how it goes. What's up, Leslie? Good to see you. But anyway, this Cuck, like I said, twice a year, he's quitting and rebranding and saying I'm done. And like let me give you an example, okay? Have you ever seen a woman that's really indecisive about shit? Well, most women are really, really indecisive about shit. I'm just going to throw out Stacey Johnson in the chat room. Today, she wants to lick my balls. Tomorrow, she may be offended by something I said, but I never wanted to lick your balls. The minds change back and forth way too much with women. 1 minute, you remember the old pedals? They love me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me. But that's how women are. And I listen, I know some of you broads are going to sit here and say, not me. I get it. Whatever, bitch. But my point is, only women are this indecisive. Us dudes, we want our dick sucked, we want to eat sandwiches, we want to make money, we want to drink beer. End of story. That's it. That's all we want in video games. There is no real indecisiveness.
Because it wasn't just a video
other than which bitch sucks our dick and which sandwich we eat. That's about it.
Share, hey, farewell. I'm going to go away at least for a little while. Okay, I also mentioned that I'm here to apologize to anyone and everyone.
Exactly, Shanice.
That has been disturbed or affected negatively by any actions I've taken or things I've said on the YouTube platform over the last 5 years since I've been creating out here full time between a former channel I used to run.
God, it's the same old story.
Main
and
channel.
For you guys that want to know why I don't do too many of these cuck streams, it's because it's the same repetitive nonsense, right? He wears the same stupid goddamn hat. He says the same stupid goddamn shit. And it's been this way for a long, long time. Same excuse. It's a repetitive cycle. Rinse, wash, repeat. Every year, every time, everything. What he does, and then he falls for the dumb shit. Okay, let me make this clear. There are 3 groups of us, for you guys that do not know. I'm going to break this down for you, okay? There is JB Gunner and the Gun Squad. Martina sent $10. She said, "For two makes the fudge packer cry like a bitch." There we go. So let me give you a quick. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very, very much. Let me add that to the list. Let me give you the breakdown of what we got here. There's 3 groups. Okay, 4 really. There is JB Gunner and the Gun Squad, the original group. The group of all groups. Then you have kind of the JV version of that, which would be the Liking Theory group, which a lot of those people are the people that I put out, and they went that way to originally trigger me, and then they all became friends, which is cool. All of them were part of this at some point with me. I have no problem with that. It is what it is. You know, when I throw them out, they got to go somewhere. So I ain't going to hate another motherfucker for snatching them up, right? That's the truth. Then you have the Shangy group, which was its own group prior to involving itself with us. I always look at them as a different sector. They're kind of like they all come from this weird group where they were all obsessed with Corey Feldman. I'm not joking. And so I don't even pay them no mind. That's like the Corey Feldman people. And then there's Cuck Eli. Cuck Eli has always been a loner. The only little videos he has is from people that either me or Liking Theory release from the roster. They always go there because they think going there will trigger us. It doesn't really happen. But so that's the groups that you have. You have the Shangy group. You have the Liking Theory group. He says Shangy and Jamie have joined forces. That's intriguing. You have me, who's always been the loner with my own group. And then you got Eli, who's the failure trying to sniff at everybody's ass. Eli has tried to infiltrate and he tried to join the Shangy group. He tried to join the Gun Squad. He tried to join the Liking Wolves. He tried to do all of that. And he failed at everything, and everybody laughs at him. But here's the kicker. He keeps falling for the other 2 groups. The other 2 groups fish him in. And they're like, you know, we're cool with you, Eli. And they literally fish him in back into the drama, and he falls for it every fucking time. Every time. And so, Furbies, exactly. So you get that group over there. So what this is Eli just desperately wanting. He said, Shangy and Sarah are the new internet couple. Yeah, they were one 2 years ago or some shit like it. Yeah, I believe it. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought Sarah was still with the wolf. I didn't know nothing about that. But anyway, I don't pay attention to him, right? But anyways, and I really don't. I'm making too many videos on too many channels. But what's up, Shannon? So anyway, the basis of all of this is that Eli desperately wanted to be part of one of the groups. Every group just punked the shit out of him for years. It's the way it's always been. But they were able to pull his little ass back in. And so what he did is he put his big boy pants on and he's like, I'm going to confront this head on. And of course, he does that every time. And then it backfires in his face. And so he retires and quits YouTube.
That I've been running for over 3 years.
What's up, Yak?
I can't even talk. I wholeheartedly still feel the same way. And I do apologize to anyone and everyone that's been affected by negativity, by, craziness, by
big boy pants and camel toe. Exactly.
People, if you've been hurt in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, let me not forget the Ronaldo and Brutal Mafia group, who are kind of the renegades of it all. Let me throw them out there. They're like never really part of anything. I keep my distance from them. They're kind of dangerous. They're the hired hitmen. Exactly. That's what they are. I'm being honest with you. They're so back and forth. I don't know. All I know is I just keep it cool with them, dap them, and move the fuck on. Because you never know with them guys. But they're the fifth little group. It's just like two motherfuckers. But they're the most dangerous two motherfuckers out that whole goddamn group. 100%. He said, we are not dangerous. Eli is dangerous. Geez, don't people listen? That's good. Valid point. Yeah, Nardo and Brutal are the only two I just won't fuck with. I won't fuck with them. It's not worth it. They go too in depth. You know what I'm saying? They go too in depth with their trolling. I can't combat that. All I can do is sit here and say funny shit live and shit like that. These motherfuckers will draw up a whole resume for you, send it to every company all across the country. Next thing you know, you're getting phone calls from every company in the world for their new 300-pound dick sucker named JB. I'm like, oh, I didn't apply for that job. Yes, you did. You see what I'm saying? I ain't doing it. Yeah, Maxim says, now you cool, bro. Exactly. Let me see what Wise Not Out said. It's called networking. Exactly. See, I ain't fucking with it. He doesn't understand that I have had to declare bankruptcy if he went through with that $5 million lawsuit. Yeah, no, he doesn't understand it. But here's the thing. He had nothing to stand on, Wise Not Out. None. Because here's the thing, and I've said this over and over. And this is the number one thing that would prove Wise Not Out innocent and thus give him the loss in court. If Wise Not Out paid me to make Eli content, wouldn't I make more Eli content? I make 10 videos per day, usually. I only make an Eli video usually once every 2 weeks or so. Wouldn't that be bad business for me if my number one sponsor paid me to make Eli videos, but I never make Eli videos? That's the point.
If you feel I've hurt you in any way,
he would lose that court case.
I apologize for that. It's never been my intentions to do that. But like I said yesterday, I understand sometimes, even though you don't mean to hurt someone, sometimes the way you come off hurts certain people. No. And even the best of us that are well versed on these aspects, like myself, we make mistakes at times. Sometimes we make a lot of mistakes.
You just said the shit yesterday.
But I've learned from those mistakes.
You learn shit.
And again, I own up to it. I'm not going to, like I mentioned on that stream yesterday, I'm not going to sit here and go through a list of every single interaction I've had on YouTube that went negative.
If you have that many things to apologize for, that should tell you you've been a fuck up. Do you know how many, he always looks like it. Do you know how many things that I have to apologize for? I can count them on less than one hand. That's the truth. In 15 years of doing this, I cannot tell you 5 things that I'm sorry for. At all. And so I am not apologetic about my beefs with anyone because I still feel I'm right in all of them. And I'm 100% because no one showed me I wasn't. You think talking about my teeth or my fat shows me that I was wrong? No. Because no one was ever able to address the things that they claimed I was wrong about. It's never happened. Ever. And because of that, I have pretty much 0 things to apologize for. So when you're sitting on this camera saying the things I've done wrong are too many to count, then that should tell you right there, you've been the problem. If you got any of you, and this goes for any of you, if you guys have so many things to apologize for that you can't count them, that means you're the bad guy. You're the baddie. You're the problem. I have been consistent for 5 years straight about pretty much everything. 15 years, really.
Whether it was with people on live stream panels, reaction videos, or even talking with people behind the scenes. I'd be here literally for 24 hours straight and still not get through everything.
And by the way, yes, I'm including spitting on my dad's grave and the things you didn't see on camera. I am not apologetic for that at all. I believe I was 1,000% in the right for doing so. Remember, him and that stupid Janet bitch completely made up a story about me and Cheesy Bear that was 100% inaccurate. They're selling crypto in a crypto scam. You don't sell crypto like that, jackass. It's not like I got crypto in my pocket and I'm like, man, I got these cryptos 2 for $30. That's not the way it works. It says I support that grave cleaning 100%. Thank you. I'm not going to apologize for pissing and spitting on the father of a man's grave. I mean, the grave, you know what I'm saying, of a dude that put a hit out on me for 50 fucking bucks. Suck my dick. I'm going to do it again next time I go out there.
There's just way, way, way too much, right? And no, it's not a way out of admitting
I got this crypto
guilt or anything like that.
What's up, Katrina?
That's what a lot of people are going to say, right? This is not about me trying to avoid admitting I was wrong at specific things. There's just not enough time, and it's not feasible to go through everything line by line by line, because I'm not a drama channel.
Well, then name 5 things. How about had photos of your Benz? You talking about with him? Next time, leave some Cosby kids by the flowers. Wink, wink. Yeah. Let me get 2 of them Bitcoins for $20. Exactly, Bernie. You get the point. But this dude's a fucking clown. Spent $3,000 trying to chase me, find me, and dox me. You can't even come out and say, okay, me and Sarah was wrong for that. You know, that fake restraining order we got put on you, we was wrong for that. You can't apologize for shit. You can't even say you were wrong about some shit. All you do is hint at it.
If I was a drama channel, sure. I'd make videos on this for the next, 3 months and still not get through everything. Right? But that's not me, and I don't have time for that. So again, as a blanket statement,
exactly, Leslie,
I wholeheartedly and sincerely apologize to each and every one of you. Even to the people that dislike my content or dislike me.
Suck my dick.
In any way, shape, or form.
Not accepted. Yeah, the lie saying they had a tracker on my car, which we already knew was wrong. The minute they said, we know you was at a pencil factory. I'm too fat to move around that goddamn quickly. To think that I'm ducking and dodging and hiding in pencil factories and shit. What kind of jackass? I'd rather just beat you the fuck up. Why would I hide like that? If you found me, I'm not going to give you the information. But if you found me, I ain't going to be like, oh, God, I got to go hide in a pencil factory. No, just show up so I can beat you the fuck up. It's weird. But this clown, it is what it is. He's a weird fella.
Now, most of you are aware by now that late last night, shortly after midnight Pacific time, which is 3 a.m. shortly after 3 a.m. Eastern time, which is what I'm trying to say.
Right after I finish my stream,
are aware that I flipped my channel back to public.
I live streamed from midnight to 3 a.m. 3 a.m., this is Eastern time, he flipped his channel back to public. Coincidence? I think not.
How did I come to that decision so quickly?
Because you were watching my stream.
And let me tackle this because I'm gonna address certain people here without mentioning their names.
Of course. You start selling pencils, yes.
I really, really want to close the book on this in a respectful, professional, and mature way. And I will be sharing my thoughts regarding a woman from the other side that's been involved in this and has been a friend of mine in the past. And I'd still like to consider her a friend. But more on that in just a little bit here. It's funny. It's funny to me that even she has a shirt that says respectfully, professionally, and maturely. You do, ma'am. You do, ma'am, because...
That's called taking advantage of the market. Just like I have a shirt that says karma has no deadline and Cuck Busters. You can get them in the merch store down below.
I don't know what to believe, whether you're still in a relationship with this content creator or not. That's your business and none of my business or anyone else's business. But that guy is the guy that's taken all of my famous slogans and taglines I've used over the years and has made T-shirts on them and sold them to his audience.
Is it really a famous tagline if only 10 live viewers hear it? Let's be honest, bro. Your normal streams have 10 live viewers and less. Does that make your catchphrases really? And let me also say this. Your catchphrases are all repetitions of other people's catchphrases. You didn't make up karma has no deadline. You didn't make up when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. You didn't make up any of that. Any of that. He said, I guess we're just rounded in. Exactly. Exactly, 70.
And I'm the one that brought the value to that. And you know that. But hey, I don't care. I'm not worried about that.
Jay Young says you can't make this shit up. He is wanting to feel wanted. No one wants him but his mentally unstable girlfriend. That's exactly right. Exactly right, Jay Young. 100% right. Let me give a shout out. I don't want to. Money Mike sent $5 on the Venmo. It said, can you unprivatize the rest of 2017 King and Cuck history videos? Yeah, I will do that today.
I'm not worried about that because if you read the title of my stream.
Exactly, Jay Young. He read it all in a book. All of it. He didn't, nothing he's made up, none of it. Even his life coaching is his interpretation of people like Coach Corey Wayne. There's not a single thing about him that's original or his own. Swiping and plagiarism, exactly. Eli stole that from the Breakfast Club movie. There you have it. There you have it.
I've made a decision, and money doesn't influence me at all.
That makes you a dummy.
Well, so let me say that one more time.
That makes you a dumb man. I want to make this clear. He claims this is his business. What do you mean money doesn't influence you at all at your job? I understand money not influencing Ronaldo or Napdos or Leslie here on the platform. This isn't what they do for a living. But you claimed you wanted to do this full time and you claim this is your business. Let my audience know. Money influences me. 1,000%. 1,000%. Period. I don't understand. What is scary is JB Gunner, the trigger machine. He has gotten way worse in the last 2 years. Way worse. 100% agree. 100%. And here's the thing, though, by the way. He knows money influences him. That's why people like J-Rom and that crazy bitch are now mods on his page. Let me ask you a question. Do you think J-Rom and that crazy crack bitch would be mods on his page if they hadn't donated to him? Jay Young says, how's the Bay Area so expensive, but his videos make no money? Well, Jay Young, he has a trust fund. He has a trust fund. I think most of us know this. 100%. He doesn't have a job. He hasn't had a job in a long time. His videos make no money. There's only one possibility. And it has to be the trust fund. Phil says, I'm a good guy and I can be influenced by money. Yeah, because you're a dude. And I think women can be. No, Sarah's not a mod. I was talking about the crack bitch. What type of Janet? Janet. Yeah, he says, I know JB, but he won't admit it. No, he won't. Janet's the broad I meant, not Sarah. Adam Hartz, what's going on? SSI, that's another possibility. Another possibility. But make no mistake about it. He's not working. And it's really funny that he calls this like his full-time job. He streams like, he goes on a walk every day.
Decision. And money doesn't influence me at all.
That makes you dumb.
I even wholeheartedly believe this woman knows that I'm not.
That makes you dumb. I'll make any video these motherfuckers want me to make for the right amount of money. Wise Night Owl can text me right now and say, bro, I want you to do X, Y, Z. Here's your check. I'm doing it. Any of these people could do that. Why? Because I'm at my job. I'm the waiter. You're the customer. Order something, motherfucker. To touch on my Bay Area talk, when JB was rolling through Eli's hood, no, it wasn't an area of prestige and wealth. Did I, Renato, remember when I showed you when I went up to that fucking, remember when I went up to the fucking 7-Eleven right there? You had all them dirty people outside. I went inside in the whole area. Like when I was making my coffee, I was nervous about making my coffee. Like it looked like it hadn't been cleaned up all morning. Like people had just been spilling their coffee right there at the 7-Eleven coffee area all morning. Nobody cleaned it up. Like he lives in the fucking ghetto of his neighborhood. I was even a little nervous. Like, let me grab this goddamn gun. I was a little nervous in the neighborhood. It definitely was not Silicon Valley. That's not the same. That's some Detroit level shit. That's some Detroit shit.
Influenced by money.
That was horrible.
But if anyone has any shadow of a doubt.
And I knew it was going to be that way. The minute the GPS, remember when I was driving and it said, turn left on Lake Cucamonga, just a whole bunch of Spanish shit. And I was like, oh no. D, worse than a D, exactly. The minute it said you're on Los Alamos Cucamacha Lane, I said, what the fuck? Oh, hell no. And the whole neighborhood looked like that too.
Regarding whether I've been influenced by money or not to do certain things on this platform.
Tyronatus, what's up?
Like you guys always say, show the receipts, right? Well, I'm just going to speak on my actions. My actions speak for themselves.
There you go, Adam.
And I think that's what this woman has seen. This woman, runs a drama channel, obviously. I'm not going to mention the name of her channel because,
Redwood City was horrible. And then here's the thing, right? Here's the weird thing. It's like he acts like that park is something spectacular. The fuck it is. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm from areas that have real state and national parks. I live in Georgia, for God's sake. Like this park that's taken 5 years to build a new kids area, he thinks it's like the greatest park in the world. He's like, you guys wish you had a park like this. No, because I don't hang around watching kids. The park it is a swamp. It's a weird little fucking place. When I drove Uber, I avoided Redwood City because it's the worst riders to pick up. I believe that, Jim. It's a horrible area. The whole thing. Like, let me tell you something. I stayed at that fucking Holiday Inn. And literally, because I smoke, so I'd go outside to smoke. Right up front. And I got whores walking by offering shit. I had a couple arguing as they were walking down the street. Like he does watch the kids. It was a like, I'm sitting here looking at this shit and I felt unsafe. And I'm from the south side of Chicago. It was not a good place at all.
Fortunately, I just don't promote channels like that. And while I don't...
Martina sent $10 for a makeup tutorial. I mean, that's a little low for the makeup tutorial. I could do a reaction video for a makeup tutorial for that. That's a little low. But I'll take it. I'll put it on my list. How about that? Yeah, California's terrible. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember when I came in through the South. I came in, she said, how much? I don't know if we have that kind of money. Listen though. I don't know if you guys remember, I came in from Vegas. And so when I came in through a beautiful area that was nothing but green rolling hills. I stopped to smoke, right? And next to this fence where the cows were, there was nothing but needles and like pop bottles. And I was like, how many fucking, like, this is in the middle of like their mountainous region. Hell, the kids are throwing rocks at adults at the park. Exactly. $100, KD? I don't know. I don't think so. That's a little rough. That's a little pushing it. So I don't know if you guys remember, I got it on video. It was so like that area is horrible. All he talks about is drama and he's a coach. Exactly.
Necessarily have an issue with her. I do want to address her in a roundabout way here.
Why don't you stop being a pussy and just say names? It's so weird when people do that. You don't have any clout to give people. Sarah has more clout than you. Jamie has more clout than you. JB Gunner for goddamn sure has more clout than you. It makes no sense to be like, I don't want to give him any, notoriety. Nobody knows you that doesn't know us. You're essentially cloutless. He said streetwalkers run about $40, a friend told me. I appreciate that information next time I'm out there.
I did flip through the stream she did this morning, the replay.
Hey, KD.
I didn't watch the whole thing, ma'am. I don't have time to invest in drama
sure
from a drama channel. But I skimmed through it, and I heard enough to understand how you feel and, how you responded to certain things that have been happening lately here on my end. And also, you addressed other aspects such as, money being paid to try to do certain things. And I'll address that here in just
here's the thing. It's for the most part. I purposely don't make videos and go back and forth with people because I don't want them to get clout. But it's weird to sit here with Eli and say this. He said, I didn't watch the whole thing. I skipped a 2-minute intro. Yeah, Phil, you've been listening for a long time. You've been around a long time. When Eli says he didn't watch the whole thing, he watched the whole thing. Trust me. When he says he didn't watch that motherfucker, he was in the Epsom salt bath jerking his dick listening to the whole thing.
Just a second. But before I get to that, get to the money doesn't
yeah, if he came out with a Cuck brand, it actually would do pretty well.
Me at all portion of this
I think so. A lot of Cucks today.
I want to address why I made a decision to come back and I flipped my channel to public. And it's back to the exact same way it was before I, put it to hidden.
It's because it was all bullshit.
And interestingly enough, I guess YouTube changed things because when you hide a channel normally, it deletes all your comments, community postings, and all that. It will temporarily pause your memberships too. When I flipped it back to public, everything was the exact same way it was. All the comments are there. All the videos are still there. All the privacy settings are still there. All the community postings and comments, it's all still there.
That's a good one, Mila.
And I have to honestly come out and say that hats off to you, YouTube. A lot of people criticize you, but YouTube
isn't listening to you, man.
From the old school video manager on the back end to run our channels.
This stupid Cuck, he doesn't even understand. Just yesterday, he was saying YouTube's changed. Someone like me can't do nothing out here, man. Blah, blah, blah. I got to go to a different platform. And he's done this before. And then the very next day, be like, I love YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for that change. They're not listening to you. Homo. Exactly. Why I explained. Just come back. Exactly. It's all relevant. It was bullshit. Nobody even knows 100% sure why you left. We just assume it's based on that bullshit with your girl. It's really not even that big of a deal. But what he is a drama queen. This whole thing is drama queening. Just leave and then come back. Make new videos. Not everything needs an explanation.
People were complaining because they
he's worried about $1.50 in AdSense. Exactly.
Better version, more modern version.
Exactly, Jim.
Of Studio on the back end, and I gotta say, it is amazing. It is amazing. It's modern, and their entire system has gotten so much better. Like I thought last night, when I flipped my channel back to public, that I was gonna, lose all my comments and my community postings. I thought that all the videos were gonna still remain on private, and I was gonna have to go through over 1,000 videos on that channel and set the privacy settings. But no, I flipped it back to public, and it was exactly the way it was before I, or it was exactly the way it was before I put the.
This whole thing is just drama queen, and that should be a T-shirt. I agree with that, because that's what this whole thing is, Katrina. That's all this shit is. Every last bit of it. That's even got me back, touching on a little bit, because I get, when a lot of this shit goes on, there comes a point where, number one, I can't make any other content right now till tomorrow. Number two, you get to looking at this shit and you're like, I've kept my mouth shut about it long enough. Watching this Cuck do the same thing over and over, and especially because what you're about to hear later in this, his girl watches all. His girl's been Googling him. His girl's watching all of our videos now. That includes me. And so I want to say this, if Jamie's listening, go harder. I'm going to go harder. His girl is Googling this shit now. And you're going to hear it later. Every single person that wants his girl to know who he is, do it more. Do it more. You guys are stupid, says Gamer Babe. Listen, whore. Where you at? I don't know why her thing's not here anymore. Listen, whore. Are you that whore? Are you the drunk bitch that foams at the mouth? Are you the drunk bitch that foams at the mouth? Let me know if that's you. I'm not going to try to research you, whore. Just let me know, Gamer Babe. Yeah, I don't know. There's an error I can't make. But I see you in the chat room. She said, you guys are stupid. Let me know, Gamer Whore. Are you the foamy at the mouth bitch that he rants and raves about? Because I noticed that in this video, he says you watch all the drama videos now. Now, I'm going to ask you to tell me what is it that you think's stupid. Because there's nothing stupider than you and this cuck. This cuck asked for what he's gotten. There's nothing more dumb than this stupid cuck sitting here on YouTube acting like a life coach every day for free. Nobody's his clients. Nobody pays him, and nor have they for 5 years. So you tell me. Make sure we're still online. Good. Yeah, we are. Yeah, literally, Gamer Babe deleted the comment. It's all right. Come on back in here, or what? Let's talk. I ain't got no problem talking to you. You want to come on the panel? But let me make this very, very clear. The more you watch, the more you're going to learn about this frail sack of shit. This little petite homo of a dude of yours. So keep watching, bitch.
Channel temporarily to hidden. So I tip my hat to you, YouTube, for that. After the Walking with Purpose stream I did yesterday, I just really wasn't feeling that good. And I hardly had any audience on that show. And I'm not going to lie, it really got to me. I let it get to me, and for that I apologize. Even the best of us have moments, right? And I shut down that stream after being on the air for about 45 minutes.
And by the way, Gamer Babe, or if you're foamy mouth, I want you to understand something. I will never stop. Even if I was to quit YouTube, I would never stop. I do Eli for fun. The rest of my content on all my other channels is 100% business. This is fun. I will do this with Eli for the rest of my life. And I'm only 41. So I got a good 20 years left at least. I will do this for the rest of my life, I assure you. I will make your man regret his actions for the rest of his YouTube life. And his regular life. Because he'll pass a long way before I do. Just from the stress. And then I'll piss and spit on his grave. The same as I did his dad. And the same that I will his mom. Make no mistake about this. When his mom passes, I'll be there. When he passes, I'll be there. It's that simple.
One of the main trails I walk on my walks, when you go on the left side.
And to you, if you're listening, foamy mouth, when you have another seizure on the trail and you pass, I'll be there.
It's about 1 3/4 of a mile, 1 3/4 mile. I can't even talk. 1.75 miles. Let's just say that.
Hurry up,
1.75 miles out and 1.75 miles.
I'm about to go take a piss
back.
And smoke.
So I had done almost 2 miles.
I'm about to go take a piss and smoke. I'll be right back.
I was at the end and coming back and just wasn't feeling it. Some other things were happening that, I'm not going to get into. And I just shut down the stream. And at that point, I was like, all right, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know what more I can do to turn this around. I've been trying to turn it around for a while and really get my message out to the right people. That's what made me, just go home and put my channel to hidden. And my lady was wondering what was going on. I ended up talking to my lady as I was walking back out on the trail. And she was worried about me, as any woman that cares about her man would worry about you, right? And when I got home and my lady got home, we started talking, and she was really saddened by the action I took to put my channel to hidden, and the fact that I decided I'm not going to create content on YouTube for at least a couple of weeks while I figure this out, and I was going to do it elsewhere. like on Facebook, D Live, etc. And before I started talking with my lady, and after I got off the phone with my lady, we were on for about an hour and a half, I think it was, something like that. People were reaching out to me, even though I had told people, you know, I told people on that stream I did yesterday that I'd appreciate it if people just, you know, don't respond to this. I need some time, right? But people are going to do what they feel. And whether you tell them to reach out to you or not, they're going to reach out to you more at that point, because if they really care, they want to show their support when you as a creator are going through something like I've been going through. And I appreciate that. I respect that. So between all the private messages that I got behind the scenes from many various people, and I thank you for that. I thank you for your support. And, you know, I got a message from somebody on my community posting, and there are probably some other messages. I haven't checked everything yet today. It's been one of those days. I'll eventually get to everything. And then talking with my lady, and my lady said one thing. My lady said one thing that just totally flipped the script on me. And she said, I look forward to your walks every day, babe. They're inspirational to me. They help me get through my days, and I don't know what I'm going to do without those walks. And I heard her say that a few times during our conversation, and it was literally breaking my heart. As a man, it was breaking my heart.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much of a loser his broad has to be? Seriously, I look forward to your walks every day, and they help me get through my day. You know, y'all could be like grown people, right? Grown people live together and fuck. I don't understand why this dude has never lived with a broad. I'm being dead honest here. Like, he still dates like teenagers do. I wish a broad would say, I look forward to your YouTube videos. Bitch, you supposed to be cooking dinner and shit like that. My bitch is gone getting dinner right now. If I walked in there and she was watching my YouTube video, I'd break up with her immediately. The fuck you got time to watch my shit for? Yeah, I agree. His lady probably is imaginary. 100%. The rocks are funny.
Do is hurt a woman in any way that really cares about me.
It's not hurting her if you don't do YouTube for free anymore.
I really want you guys to understand. My woman's a strong woman, and
no, she's not.
You think I'm a pathetic piece?
Yeah, I do think you're a pathetic piece of shit, but your woman's not a strong woman. Your woman throws up and foams at the mouth and has seizures every time you take her on a simple hike down the fucking road, because God knows you don't hike any mountains. Like, legitimately, your broad's not a strong woman. Your woman's constantly complaining, according to you, about her bosses at work. That's not the sign of strength. There's nothing about you or your woman that sounds strong.
Piece of shit or weak or anything like that.
You are weak.
I feel I'm a strong person, and the only thing that matters, the only opinion, like I've told people before in the past, the only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own. And my opinion of myself is I love myself, I love who I am, and I'm a strong person.
You got bad taste in men.
But because of how good my lady's been to me, because of how many mountains my lady has moved for me since the first day we met.
How the fuck she gonna move mountains when she can't climb them without having a seizure? Stop lying. I think she's just tired of hearing him cry, so she told him to. No, I agree with that. That's probably what anybody that saw last night's stream and saw what we were discussing last night knows that this all started because he was whining because her daughter didn't invite him to her engagement party. And so he said some shit online that probably got her heated. And he did the same thing he did. Just quit. He quit over Dana. This is going to be Dana part 2. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, exactly. Tracy says if the only opinion matters to him was why does he seek validation on YouTube? Exactly. And he does it more than anybody. He does it more than anybody. It's weird. I don't seek views, subscribers, validation. I seek money. That's what I'm here for. Well, Night Owl says that was brutal. But it's true.
And continues to move mountains for me daily.
She knows he's a beta cuck. Agreed?
She's like my biggest cheerleader.
Stop. You're
unprovoked. And I don't expect anything from her, but she continues to be supportive, right? She's being real and genuine.
How's that?
Right?
Because she told you not to quit your free job, your volunteer work.
I mean, if she wasn't a good woman, I wouldn't be with her. And if I didn't feel what has been happening between us is real, and if I didn't respect her in the way she respects me, if I felt she didn't respect me, and if I didn't have respect for her, I would never ever have made a decision like this based on her influence.
So it wasn't a bunch of people that contacted you. It was your made-up girl, or let's just say she's real. Your girl was like, got tired of you whining, got tired of you moping. A cheerleader for a losing team. That's exactly right. Trying to get the mother to go against her kids. What a piece of shit. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing. Like, who would... Like I said last night, most of us dudes don't want to be invited. Like, if my girl was like, came to me and she's like, hey, my sister or whoever is having an engagement party. I told her we was both coming. I'd be like, bitch, what did you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you think I want to go to that shit? Like, it's weird. Most dudes don't want to be invited. Tell her I got to work.
I will tell you guys, when you have the right woman in your life, she's going to help you work through certain things.
Thought you were helping her work through certain things. I thought that's what you've been saying.
That she knows you don't really want to give
up. What's up,
up.
Brass Man? What's up, bro? Good to see you.
My lady was coming out and saying,
Jay Cuck is his lady.
Last night, I feel like you're giving up on your purpose for me.
Bam! Got it! Got it! Let's roll it back. JB was right last night again. Let's roll it back. Last night, I sat here and I said, the reason he was quitting was over that situation with her. Now, what is he saying that his girl said to him? Hold on.
Has been happening between us is real. And if I didn't respect her,
here we go.
In the way she respects me, if I felt she didn't respect me, and if I didn't have respect for her, I would never ever
Tracy.
Have made a decision like this based on her influence. I will
listen
tell you guys.
Listen carefully.
When you have the right woman in your life.
No, I got a new Cash App. The new Cash App is in my description box. The Negroes tried to shut me down. So they clogged it up, and so it's frozen right now. I'm working with Cash App to get the old one fixed, but the new Cash App is down there, and the new PayPal, and it's all there.
When you have the right woman in your life,
they tried to cancel me.
She's
it didn't
gonna
work.
Help you.
Did not work.
Work through certain things.
His girl laid down the law. That's exactly right. Listen carefully to the exact words he says.
Want to give up.
Listen. The things that she knows deep down, you don't want to give up. Go again. Continue.
My lady was coming out and saying last night, I feel like you're giving up on your purpose for me.
Now, why would that be? Why would she randomly say that? Thank you, Brass Man. Why would she randomly say that? Because that, just like I said last night, you quit your first YouTube channel and you quit every single time you've had lady issues. And you always try to make it sound like it's the haters and it's JB Gunner, it's Jamie Likentiri, it's blah, blah, blah. No. This is your own fragile brain, your own fragile little feelings that can't handle disagreements or interactions within your own relationship. You know how many times I've left a bitch, got with a new bitch, left a new bitch, got with a new bitch, wow, in between streams, and y'all didn't even know it? This dude, it destroys him.
And I made it very clear to her. And I said this, and I wholeheartedly mean this.
And I'm going to give you an example. How many of you guys, and this is for you men, probably, I'm sure you guys have ran job sites of some sort, hired people. If you hired a dude or you were running a job site and some dude was constantly coming in emotional and fucked up about his relationship, you'd fire that motherfucker, wouldn't you? Like, get your head out of the sand, man. So his girlfriend said, get off YouTube, and he made a crybaby video and begged her to keep his channel. That's what I'm hearing. Exactly, Tracy. You nailed it.
Give up my purpose for you, babe, any other woman or any other person, period. What I decided to do had nothing to do with you or anyone else. It had to do with how I was feeling.
Right.
So I want to make it very clear.
Exactly, Jim.
Very clear. And see, that is the ultimate shit test right there, whether my lady realized it or not.
And I agree with you. Next, he will say, it's your daughter or me. That's what's coming next. And he doesn't have that kind of pimp hand to do that. He doesn't. He would have been clowned so hard he would want to quit. I agree with that, Mikey B. Martina says, I've fired people for less. Exactly. I fire men and women who get too emotional on the job. Exactly. I agree with exactly, Tracy. You don't bring in your bullshit to work. And that's what he does every day. And what he does is he says, I'm using this as a teachable moment. There ain't nothing you can teach us about this shit. And let me tell you why. Because he never goes into detail. This is how you know it's not a teachable moment. What he's doing is he's just whining and venting. Because he never goes into enough detail or really anything that would do any of the sorts. There's never a teachable moment. Ever. All we're learning right now is he was about to quit YouTube after some shit went down with him and his girl and his girl's daughter and her girl's daughter's boyfriend. Red Cuck, California, exactly. And they talked about it, and she got tired of his fucking whining. Said, go on back to YouTube, Cuck. As I said yesterday, or earlier today. Hey, what's up? Art sent $10. Thank you, brother. I don't know if his girlfriend's real either. But what I'm saying to you right now, it's not fitting against a picnic party. Exactly. Is they're about to go spend 2 days together if he's telling the truth. I don't think they're going to make it through the 2 days. I don't think they're going to make it. If it's real.
That is the ultimate shit test. Because had I not responded to it that way, because I actually feel that way. I'm not playing a game here trying to pretend to be some strong alpha male when I'm not, right?
Exactly.
This is how I honestly felt. But let's say I responded to her and said, yeah, baby, I would be willing to give up my purpose for you to protect you and this and that, right?
To protect her.
In essence, that's a beta move. That would turn her on.
Oh, tell us more. Do you see it starting to ooze out? So now it had something to do with protecting her. Interesting. Do you understand that you got to be able to pick it apart? You got to be able to read between the lines. In this last night's stream, I hinted this was about that. In this stream, you are getting 1,000% confirmation that him quitting was about her. 1,000%. It's easy to see. Yeah, the yay baby shit is creepy as hell.
Yeah, that would make her lose respect for me. That would basically...
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being a broad, man. Listening to some of the corny shit dudes say. Like, I couldn't imagine having a dude, like, look over at me, if I was one of you ladies, and be like, you want to go out, baby? And, like, legitimately think, like, somehow that, like, gets y'all wet. I don't even think what I say is smooth. Well, it's because it's not. I don't say anything smooth. I'm just basically like, look, I'm going to buy you a sandwich and you're going to suck my dick. So I admit, what I say is cringe as well. Because I don't say none of that baby shit. I'm just like, sandwich? Dick sucking. Here's a sandwich. Your job is to suck this. I got to go make videos. Who says my lady in 2022? That's
make her see me as weak.
Because I find it funny when they do
and
that.
She's
exactly.
not intentionally trying to do that to me. Women naturally and biologically are going to shit test their man's strength all day, every day without realizing it. It is part of their natural biology. So, babe, I know you weren't trying to do it purposefully.
Exactly. Well, he didn't just buy his ex roses, right? Me lady. He made a video telling us what the whole goddamn Valentine's dinner cost with her in the room. He's like, yeah, but we're set at this Valentine's Day dinner. Cost me about $125. And you and me, we're sitting here watching this shit. We're looking at this shit. We're looking at the groceries that was sitting there. And we're like, that shit didn't cost $125, number one. Number two, it's weird to say that. Leave the sticker on the roses. Make a YouTube video with your woman in the YouTube video telling us how much you spent on Valentine's Day like it was a lot. He's like, yeah, when you really love your lady, you have no problem spending $125 on Valentine's Day. $125? My bitch got $150 from me earlier today and it's not Valentine's Day. Like, it's weird. That's why I'm broke now. Now I got $35 to my name because I gave the bitch the rest of the money. Let's say just bring me back some soft tacos or some shit. I think this lady is those stuffed animals. Yeah, I agree. Mikey says, the thing that gets me after listening to this all day, how could he buddy up with Jay's shit? No, I don't know. Because they're all cucks. They're all soft, Mikey. You steal my business name and now you're gonna be a mod on my business channel? Suck my dick. Like, to me, that's the worst thing you can do. You can have the old fat bitch that I threw out. Taking my business? No, that's death. That's like we're fighting for, like, what's up, rabbits? He went to Dana's house after she dumped him with like, yeah, I remember that shit. Knocking on the window and shit.
How women are.
Dana!
You were there for me.
Dana!
And you cared about me. But that's a test of my strength. And again, the truth of the matter is that I would never, ever, ever give up my purpose, especially for any woman, including her. But I would never give up my purpose for anyone. But if I want to take breaks, if I want to step away.
You've quit your purpose several times. They're not breaks. When you say the words, I'm leaving, that's not a break. You left and then you changed your mind because you're indecisive and a female. You think with emotions.
For a while, I'm going to do that.
Leaving for a while is what I just did. I just went hiking for a while, right? I didn't really explain too much. I said, I'm going hiking. I'll see y'all when I come back. Do you see my point? Did I delete my channels? No.
If I choose to do that.
You
if I want to take a break for a day and then come back a day later, I'm going to do that. I can change my mind as often as I want. I typically don't do that because, like I said earlier, that's something typically more women do because they're emotional beings. I don't get I've been emotional lately, and that happens to men.
No.
But I don't get this emotional all the time.
Yes, you do. You've been emotional the entire 5 years that I've known you. You're bullying me. You're cyber harassing and stalking and blah, 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 blah. You've been emotional the whole time I've known you. That's why you think I'm so cold-blooded. It's because I don't really well. Y'all only see me even partially emotional when I'm drunk or on ecstasy. When I'm sober 1,000%, there's no goddamn emotions. No goddamn YouTube. But that's his entire thing is about emotion. How you feel inside. He was emotional when them kids were chasing him. That's exactly right.
The reason why women change their mind all the time is because they're emotional all day, every day. And that's the way women were made to be by a higher power, I believe to be God.
And you're made the same way. You quit six times.
And guys, if you can't handle that or don't understand that, then become a monk. Become a monk like a lot of these MGTOW men going their own way, red pill
Those
guys
aren't
that are
real
angry
people.
and bitter because
Jesus Christ, you find a group that he's so obsessed with the MGTOW group that there's like 7 of. Be like the MGTOW monks. There's only 7 of them in existence. I didn't even know MGTOW still existed. Like this guy, he lives in such a sheltered world. Nobody even knows what the fuck MGTOW is. I do, but no one else does. But to him, he heard the word and he heard about the group one time and he thinks it's bigger than what it is. It's not. It's weird.
they had a bad marriage, and they ended up losing, half of their assets in their divorce, or they went through a bad relationship, right? If you can't understand that women are emotional beings and that's how they are, then become a monk.
That's why you should kill them in Minecraft. Yes, taking half of someone's shit will make them pretty emotional. You take half my shit, I'm probably going to try to off you. You scammed the MGTOW community. Yes, all 7 of them. All 7 of them. You're right. He got so emotional when those geese were in the way. That's true.
Lonely, miserable monk. Choice
exactly, rabbits. He was on a mama's nipple too long.
I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you get what
Cuck
you want.
monk.
And if you want to be lonely and miserable, let me tell you, that's the easiest thing for me to help you with. Because it's much easier
no shit.
to succumb to being lonely and miserable.
I don't think he understood what he just said. If you want to be lonely and miserable, I'm your guy. Exactly, Cuck. Continue.
Than working hard and making something great out of yourself and being great, right?
That was good.
My lady said, I feel like you're giving up your purpose on me. And I said, no, that's not the case. She goes, again, like I said earlier, she goes,
What a sales pitch, exactly.
I will miss your live streams. They help get me through my days. I don't know what I'm going to do and how I'm going to get through my days without your live streams.
Really? He just made that completely the fuck up. Everything he just said, he been cock blocked a lot too. I agree. Do you Freudian slip? Yeah. Do you and he does this all the time. He makes up conversations that clearly you can tell is made up. I remember one time he was telling us about his lady. He's like, she told me one day, she said, you're the most respectful, mature, and professional man I know. Do you understand we know you made that up? That you're the only person that continuously says professional, mature, and whatever the fuck. You expect us to believe this new chick you just met looked at you and said, I was thinking. When it comes to being respectful, mature, and professional, you're the guy. And that's your kind of thing? Stop it. You're lying. He does it all the time. His lady's in his head. That's just like his dead sponsor. Exactly.
And that's what hit me to flip the switch.
And again, I'm going to be honest, I think that's why he hates Wise Not Out so much. Because he's like, I want a real sponsor. I don't want a dead sponsor. I don't want a dead sponsor. I want to be able to say I got a real sponsor like JB and Jamie Lycan to me. Well, we don't have one. All I got is people that like my content, donate to my channel. I don't have a sponsor anymore. But that's what it is. Right? In reality, that's what it is. He wishes he had a Wise Night Out. He hates Wise Night Out. He knows Wise Night Out doesn't pay anyone to make videos on him. But he goes, exactly. Wise Night Out's not sponsoring anybody anymore. It's exactly right. He wants that, though. It bothers him. It was the one thing that really triggered him. Really got to him. So he made up one, and he had a dead sponsor. He's like, well, my buddy's dead, so I think I'll use him as my sponsor. Wise Not Out, when you die, can I keep using you? He's like, well, you're not gonna get the check. Well, then what the fuck? What would be the point? This video is sponsored by blah blah blah. He's been dead for a year. What the fuck would be the point? The checks would stop. The point is, it's jealousy. His whole thing is based on jealousy. Everything he hates is based on the things he wishes he could be or he wishes he could have.
It wasn't just because she told me that.
We'll find out the lady is dead.
That was
soon.
the deciding factor right there. And I'm not trying to take anything away from any one of my other supporters that reached out to me. I appreciate what you folks are saying, and I value what you're saying. But I will always value my lady, and my family.
Sponsored by the estate of.
And I expect
exactly.
you folks to do the same thing. Never put anyone above your family and your relationship or your marriage.
Fuck them people. Men don't listen to this cocksucker. You got a job. You got a career. Because let me explain something to you. Let you men stop bringing home the bacon and watch how much your lady puts you first. He's full of shit. And this is the life coach for you. He wants you to put your aunt and uncle before your career. I'm sorry, but if you put your aunt and uncle above your career, you're a dumb person. His life coaching is wrong. Wrong.
Be good to people, but always value the people closest to you the most. Again, this woman has moved mountains for me and has been my biggest cheerleader. And when I heard that, I was trying to say, well, I can do this on Facebook. Well, how am I going to get the link and this and that? It would be much easier if you just left it the way it is, but it's your...
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all? Don't like him, but I did laugh at Lycan's roast of J-Rom. Eli and J-Rom on YouTube. Yeah, I never saw it. I give better advice than them. Yeah. I want to say this, okay? Did y'all catch what he just said? Let's see.
Your family and your relationship or your marriage. Be good to people.
Listen.
But always value.
Here it comes.
The people closest to you the most.
Hold on. Here it comes.
Again, this woman has moved mountains for me and has been my biggest cheerleader.
It's coming.
And when I heard that,
just keep listening.
I was trying to say, well, I can do this on Facebook.
Listen,
well, here. How am I going to get the link and this and that?
I can do this on Facebook. And she was like, how am I going to get the link? This and that. Let that sink in. Remember how when Dana, we found out that like he'd been lying and that one of the reasons Dana left him was that he hadn't told his parents about Dana, his mom about Dana at all? Did you hear what I just heard? He was like, baby, I can do this on Facebook. And she's like, well, how would I get the link? See my point? So not only do they not live together, they don't have each other on Facebook. Bingo. Bingo. 26 hours. Let's try this again.
Again, this woman
Bingo.
has moved mountains for me and has been my biggest cheerleader. And when I heard that, I was trying to say, well, I can do this on Facebook. Well, how am I going to get the link and this and that?
Bam.
It would be much easier if you just left it the way it is, but it's your decision to make.
Got him. This is why I listen right here, because I catch him every time in his bullshit. Well, the bottom line of this is, A, he deleted his channels for her yesterday. Today, he whined and she agreed to let him bring him back. C, he's going the exact same thing that he did with Dana is happening now. He's whining and crying because her family doesn't want to meet him, but yet they're not on each other's Facebook. They're not on each other's Facebook. Come on, man. Who's not on each other's Facebook after 6 months? See, I don't have a personal Facebook at all that I use like that. I'm thinking his girlfriend is someone who is already on YouTube. It's very possible. Very possible. Queen Ellen Casey, baby. He's letting a woman who doesn't even share make his business decision. Exactly. I don't know if there is even a her, to be honest. And I've been stating that I'm not 100% sure. But
yes, she has influence on me. And I have influence on her. At least I assume that, baby. You never want to assume anything with women.
Oh.
But when you have a good relationship, that's a great assumption to have, right? She has influence on me.
That was pretty cucky.
Because she's earned it. A lot of people may say, oh, he's kowtowing to his girlfriend. No. If you want to think that, that's on you.
You just said she has influence on you and you hoped you had influence on her. That's pretty cucky, my friend. Like, I have full influence. This bitch better not cook something I don't agree with.
Right.
Yeah,
I am not influenced
but not on
by anyone's
thoughts,
opinions, or suggestions.
And here's the thing. It's not like they don't get on Facebook. Eli regularly uses Facebook. It's a big deal for him. Like, even the people that's behind the scenes, he talks to through Facebook Messenger. For Eli, Facebook is a real thing. It's how he interacts with people. It's how he stays in contact with his family. It's a real thing. So for the girl to not be there says a lot. Says a lot.
Unless I respect them. Let me repeat
like, y'all ever see somebody that was like in a relationship? Remember the old saying, it's not real till it's Facebook official, right? Remember they used to say that? Bingo.
One more time. I am not influenced by anyone's thoughts, opinions, or suggestions or requests if I have no respect for them. The reason why this got to me is because I have the utmost respect for my woman because she's earned my respect. She's more than earned my respect.
Exactly, Roberts.
And that's why I flipped the.
No, he's been looking gray. He's been looking dead for a long time in his YouTube videos. Like, you can clearly see, I hope you can, the flushness, the color in me and in my background and all this. You could probably see, and I'm not even in 1280p. I'm in 720. But he looks dead or sick or zombified. Look at that man right there. That looks like a deceased person. Cuck Eli says, Gunner, what if she doesn't want him on her Facebook because of embarrassing Facebook? Exactly. She doesn't want her daughter and all of her family to see that bullshit. 100% agree. 1,000% agree. He's got that damn goof. No, it's that damn jab. That damn poke in his arm got him looking like a fucking zombie.
Switch.
But he's constantly telling me I'm unhealthy. Nah, motherfucker. You can see the blood in my veins. You can see, no.
Back to public. Another reason I was looking into
he never got that gonorrhea thing
hidden on YouTube before they remove monetization or they remove your channel or they start removing aspects, right? I looked all over Google, who owns YouTube, the Google documents on YouTube settings and, features and all that stuff, right? And there was nothing clear. It says temporarily hide your channel. But they don't say how long you can hide your channel for, if your channel's monetized or not. There is something out there that says if you're inactive on your channel for 6 months, they can shut it down. Right. But there's nothing clear about it. And then I went around, watched some YouTube videos, and read some other, forums elsewhere off the Google.
There are channels that haven't had uploaded content in years that still exist. They're not going to take down your 5,000 sub channel, even though it's all fake, just because you take a few months off. He's so paranoid about that shit. All your subs are bought anyway. You don't have 1,000 real subs.
Platform. And a lot of people were saying that it's a few days. After a few days, changes start to happen. So it wasn't worth the risk, because had I decided to come back after 2 weeks, I was going to take those 2 weeks off.
Listen, dummy. I get suspended for 2 weeks all the time. I'm currently on 2-week vacation suspensions from 3 different channels. Do you understand? He's worried, well, what happens if I don't post a video for 3 weeks? I have the answer. Nothing. I remove all my videos and shit. You guys haven't seen JB Gunner TV post a video in 2 weeks. More than that. It's been a month. Adam says they know if he's going to engagement party, he's going to show his YouTube channel to everybody else. I agree. Maybe his fake subs will disappear if he doesn't regularly post. It's possible. But the answer, I deal with 2 weeks away from YouTube all the time. Why do you think I'm bouncing from channel to channel? Got to sit it out. My suspension's out.
And create content elsewhere like I've done before. Had my lady not come at me the way she did last night. She didn't come at me, forcefully. She came out to me.
Cuck Eli, that big bitch better not jump to something. I don't know, man. I don't think Eli has the appetite for her. You understand what I'm saying? Eli's too much of a health eater. That bitch has to have a Reese cup once in a while. You listen, let's just call it what it is. That bitch needs a few mozzarella sticks and a Reese cup. She ain't jumping that way. That ain't gonna happen.
Making me aware of how much.
And the one thing that fat woman would never do is move to a state where there's actually finer women. Oh yeah, I'd stream that one. Yeah, I try not to give that fat fuck any attention because of all the lies she told. It's so weird when it was clear that I put that fat bitch out, but it's all good. No, I try not to give that fat whore any attention because that's what she wanted to begin with. That's all she ever wanted. He licks the melted Reese's from her neck. Oh, God, rabbits! I almost blocked you. That was horrible.
My content means to her, even independent of our relationship. My content means a lot to her, and how it affects her days. And that's something.
How many times are you going to repeat that?
Maybe some of you are feeling. I'm not trying to say I'm all that. I love to be there for people and inspire people and uplift people.
Nobody feels that way.
And maybe for many people out here that won't publicly admit it.
Many.
Until maybe something like this happens, right? They look forward to my content each and every day because it makes them feel better. It makes them feel loved and appreciated. And it's probably the only piece of positive content they're getting out here on the YouTube platform, for Christ's sake, right?
He's so delusional. He's so goddamn delusional.
So yeah, between my lady,
still laughing.
She was the biggest influence. Between other people that reached out to me privately, and then a comment. I think there was one comment public, and there may be more. I just haven't looked yet.
So he just admitted it right there. There might have been a comment. Don't go. Maybe. It was probably one person that said, don't let him force you off of YouTube. That type of shit, right? He's so easily influenced. So easily influenced. Jim Jones says, oh, God, man, I'm not going to read that comment section. No, I need to get these comments off the screen.
Comments on the main channel later. I was sitting there on my couch, and I'm like, maybe I'll just flip it back to public tomorrow and then do a stream on Coach Eli too and explain what's going on. And then I tried to fall asleep. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about how my lady feels. I kept thinking about how other people are feeling, right? And so I got up. I went to my laptop, and I said, screw it. I'm going to do it now. And then I'll do a stream tomorrow. I made a
J-Rob made a video calling everybody bullies. There's no such thing as a bully. It makes me sick. You can't get bullied on the internet. It makes me sick to my stomach. No one is bullying you if you could log off. Bullying to me is like some big person cornering a little fella physically in real life where he can't run nowhere.
Community posting on my main channel and made people aware of what's going on.
I'm gonna go smoke. I'll be right back.
And
keep listening to this.
Tune into Coach Eli.
3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes
tomorrow. In the early morning or late morning, early afternoon, and I'll update you on what's going on. Again, this stream, the live chat's been disabled. I've disabled the like count also. Like I mentioned all along, the dislike, button doesn't show the number of dislikes anymore, regardless of how you set it. But there are quite a few likes, and I do appreciate that. Again, I'm not going to explain, or I'm not going to share the number of likes here on this stream. It's not necessary because that's not the point of this stream. That's why I've disabled the live chat. I've disabled comments for the replay. I'm not showing the like number, and this is not a monetized channel, and there's no community tab here. I don't know how much more I can do to show you folks that money doesn't influence me at all. If it did, I would be running this on my main monetized channel right now, even for the small amount of, ad revenue I would make. Yes, I'd have super chat, and maybe people would send a super chat, but it's okay. That can all come in due time, right? And before that can come in abundance, I want to show you folks that I truly care about you and love you all beyond your money. That's how I honestly feel. And I'm trying to do more and more things to show that to you folks. Because I know there are a lot of people that talk a big game, but it's all a game, and their actions show the complete opposite. For me, I like to be congruent between my words and my actions. We're at, what's 33 minutes? We're at 33 minutes. Yeah, the background, I believe, is the Bay Bridge. I really like this picture.
Got my gummies.
From Canva.
Yes.
I've got a paid subscription and license to use unlimited photos and stuff. I really love it. Unpaid endorsement. Highly suggest Canva.
He's a fucking cuck.
And they help you make...
And yeah, I'm sure Jay Cuck is crying about bullies. But he was, what was his channel used to be called? Mr. Pull Up? Right. Right. It's so crazy. Man, gummies are the shit. All right, let's go. Someone just came in the door in the background noise. That was my door, I think.
Great thumbnails too. All right. Let me get to the final part of the show here, because I really need to wrap this up. I've got a lot more to do. I'm probably going to be doing a Walking with Purpose stream in a few hours or so from the main channel.
Yeah, I bet.
And I'll explain here in a second, what I plan to do.
Just make videos.
So let's talk about how money doesn't influence me at all.
Right. It can't influence you when you don't make any. If you don't make any, it can't influence you.
And I got to say, I think all women, I've said this before with no disrespect, all women love drama. At least a little bit of drama.
Hold on. He said he's getting, look, hold on. Let me show y'all this. Remember how he said he was just getting on, he was about to get off? Look at the time. He's on this motherfucker for another 40 minutes. What in the fuck is wrong with this broad? What's going on, Saucy Time? What is wrong with this broad? I better eat 2 gummies on that one. This is going to be a while.
Right?
I better go ahead and eat 2.
But I think what it more so boils down to when it comes to women, women are still behaving the same ways as they did in the days of traditionalism, right? Women that are into their man will fight to the death for their man, right?
Yeah, right.
My woman, after what she's seen
gotta
happen
eat
out
2
here
on that
YouTube,
one. I'm gonna be higher than a giraffe's
has been
ass.
saying, or has been feeling like she wants to come out and kick some ass, right?
One of these off with his wife to Eli. That's funny.
And hear her say that on the phone to me, and I'd be all calm and be like, "Baby, it's not worth it. Just, baby, it's all good. We got this, right?"
Of course, one cuck's gonna support another one. Yeah, I mean, come on. Wow, he is way more into drama than I am. Exactly. It's weird, man. I'm like, don't y'all, like, I don't understand these people. Like, don't y'all got like a PlayStation or anything? Like, I don't get it, man. It's strange. He's a strange little fella. Look at him looking at his phone. Look how intense he looks. Look how intense he's looking at his phone. Baby, don't leave me. What is she saying? Oh, I don't like. Look at him. Oh, that's good shit. I'm gonna be higher than a giraffe's ass after that shit. For sure.
I'm just going to mention this publicly.
Exactly.
I want to
Leslie.
acknowledge people.
Sure.
Thank you to Coach J-Rom for the $10 cash app. Not necessary, man. and I'm glad you're here. And stick around because I'm going to make a general statement regarding,
exactly, rabbits.
You know, some people are thinking that, you know, people are trying to, you know, buy me to do certain things, or buy my loyalty to try and take other people down or hurt other people. That's the furthest thing from the truth, and I'll get to that. I just want to be honest because, honestly, I just really want us to all move forward from all this, you know. But thank you again, Coach J-Ron.
Exactly, Cuck. Exactly.
Yeah, no, women just, I firmly believe.
No, they could be the tag team champions of the world, 100%. They could at Cuckamania. They could go for the Raw tag team titles. Why the Raw tag team titles? That's how they prefer you hit their wives.
Women love drama to a certain extent. Now, is there a point?
Exactly, Phil.
Where certain drama
you say
or any
yours are only 10 milligrams? Oh man. Mine are 600. Mine are 600
to a woman, and she's going to walk away from it. Sure, because women get bored. Women, the reason why women love drama so much is because they're emotional beings, and they need to have their emotions stimulated all the goddamn time.
Is that right?
So I almost can't blame women for loving drama, right? But as a man, your job as a man is to offset that need for women to get into drama with other women or try to fight other women when it comes to men. Like I was saying a second ago, in the days of traditionalism.
What you gonna do, brother, when the mega cucks run wild on you? Exactly. Hardcore cuck fatal 4-way. Ain't that a bitch? He just drones on. No, he does.
We're dependent on a man for survival, right? So the women were fighting.
I should wear a onesie to the ring. That's good shit.
Men. To a certain extent, even in the modern world,
that's good shit.
They do the same thing, but it's more so when they get into a relationship with a guy and they really love him and they have that strong emotional bond and they're so invested in that guy, they will do whatever it takes to protect their man. It's almost kind of like nowadays these women that fight for their men. They're almost kind of like acting like men, right? And even to a strong guy like me that appreciates my woman fighting for me like this, it's also kind of weird at the same time because, like, I tell her, baby,
Rabbit said I listened to a paper plate that was once more interesting.
Myself. Baby, I know you can handle yourself, but, you know, I don't like people talking badly about you, and I want to go whoop some ass.
Right.
Well, baby, there's no point to whooping any ass. This is the digital YouTube, or some people call it YouTubes, right? The YouTubes, right?
He's such a strange little fella.
And it's the same thing.
You do understand that I call it YouTube's mocking people. Where's Will Smith when you really... Exactly. Will Smith be the third man, like old school Demolition. You remember when Demolition came in with remember the old free bird rule? You know what I'm saying? The free cuck rule. Will, Jay Cuck, and Eli. Any two could be in the match. Ain't that a bitch? Oh, that's good shit. That is good shit.
I'm gonna briefly talk a little bit about a woman I used to be friends with, and I really wish things were differently.
I was gonna beg SB. Come back, SB. We beat you.
It's the woman that runs the drama channel. I'm not going to put the full name out there, but people that have been following the story will know who I'm talking about.
Jesus Christ.
Like I said earlier.
Exactly.
I mean, I wasn't even going to pay attention to any of this. But what happened? My woman is so invested in this goddamn drama right now.
Say it again?
No disrespect.
Say it again?
She's doing it for me. And she wants to hear what people are saying about me, not because anything would get, anything they say would get her to go away. No, she just wants to hear.
Your woman's Googling and seeing what people say about you? Awesome.
What they're saying. I'm like, baby, it's not worth it. It's the same shit, different day, right? But if you want to sit
this
there and watch...
This is the end, Cuck.
All these...
This is the end of your relationship. If you are letting your woman Google you, my bitch ain't even allowed to use Google. JB, I was hoping I could Google a recipe. Nope. Well, you better make the shit up. So I'm not allowed to use Google no more? No. No. Not at all. Exactly.
Drama Kings and Queens on YouTube, baby. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but just I don't want to hear it, babe. I got to focus on positivity, right? So this morning when I got up, I'm still subscribed to certain people that are moderators on my channel and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to mention who was doing this, but there was another woman doing a live stream. I went to her live stream.
She's going to see the real Cuck.
She was talking
exactly.
about this woman and this other guy that had been involved in this drama group. And after I saw that, I left. I honestly left. I just don't want to hear it. I'm like, why can't people just move forward and ignore this stuff? And if you ignore this stuff and stop...
You've been talking about this shit for a month straight. He's such a fucking... He's been talking about the drama for a month straight. And he's like, why can't people just ignore it and not talk about it? Just because you just now quit because you were tired of it. And now, do you see the point? Do you see how he doesn't self-reflect at all?
Talking about them, that's not talking about you.
Really? Is that how it works?
So I left. I'm like, this is the same shit, different day. You're sitting there whining and complaining about what these people have done, yet you're giving them more of what they do or what they need for what they do.
On in his mouth. Yes.
More content, right? That's all you're doing. It's like you're more so pouring fuel on the fire than pouring water on the fire. And with no disrespect, that all boils down to a severe lack of emotional self-control. I'm not trying to be critical, but that's what it all boils down to. I have enough emotional self-control to walk away from this or to handle it more respectfully, professionally, and maturely. Right, ma'am?
Oh. That's why you've been whining for 2 days straight. Me this.
So, and after that, my girlfriend sends me a text. I bet. She was watching your drama channel, ma'am.
Ha!
I'm not triggered. I'm laughing at this. I'm like, God, women love drama. God, man. I just want peace and quiet and harmony, right?
So why would you let your woman watch channels that are openly dissing you? Right? That makes no sense. That sounds stupid to me, right? Because no matter how much pride I have, no matter how much confidence I have, I wouldn't let my broad sit and watch all the different class that I missed Eli while he was gone. I wouldn't let my broad sit here and watch all the negative things people say about me. Perception is reality, right? And so no matter how confident I am, that seems like a dumb move. To sit there and be like, yeah, baby, go ahead and watch what all my haters are saying about me. It's not a very smart move. It's really not. Because you never know when they're going to say something that she gets to looking at you and she's like, yeah, you know what? Come think about it. They're kind of right. Exactly. He's nervous that his lady's finding out the truth about him. And you know what? That's a good point, me. Because that could be what's behind all of this. This could stem from all of that. Remember that daughter we was talking about and all that? They could have found it. There's a lot of things that could be happening right now. Behind the scenes.
Now you got my woman invested. This woman I used to be friends with and kind of wish things were differently because I have no problems with her, right? And that's the truth.
If you wish things were differently, you tell the bitch, do not do that again. That's what you do. It's not that hard. Your girl tells you, hey, I was watching videos about you. You say, if you do that again, I'm leaving. JB, what if his woman is watching right now? Give her. No, I think she was in here earlier. Remember the chick that was in here, the gamer girl or whatever? I think that's her. Because the minute I called her out for being her, like she didn't say, like she just disappeared. She didn't get blocked, no nothing. I think she was already in here today. The big old foaming at the mouth, drooly ass, drunk ass bar whore playing darts in the middle of the night slut.
Right? This woman I used to be friends with.
I'm sorry, but if you're a woman and you play darts at the bar, you're a whore. Trust me. If you're a karaoke whore, you're a whore. If you're at the bar, you're a whore. Keep in mind, they don't live together. Can you imagine living 2 hours away from your girl? And you call your girl, you're like, hey, baby, what are you doing? I'm at the bar playing darts with Jimmy. Can you imagine that? That situation at all? You being 2 hours away, calling your girl up, she's at the bar playing darts with some other dude drinking? Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Has sucked in my woman into the drama. Good job, ma'am.
Yeah, she's 2 hours away. Hour and a half, something like that.
You
2
know
hours.
I'm kind of joking, right? And maybe my woman that's
more
watching
like
this
Jimmy's
right
playing
now
darts, exactly.
is getting a good laugh. At least I hope she is, because I'm going to be spending the next 2 days with her.
You're not going to make it.
I would prefer to be doing some other activities rather than bickering about bullshit, right?
Have you ever considered darts?
So my woman makes me aware of this woman's stream.
I don't know. I think it's closer to like Sacramento. He's in Redwood City. I think if I remember right, she lives in like Sacramento area. Maybe a little farther. I believe it's northeastern of where he's at. I agree with that. At least the men playing darts are alphas, not beta. No, I agree with that. That's why I know she's getting fucked. Just like Dana got fucked in the Dominican Republic, this broad is getting fucked by the dart guy. Exactly. Everyone in the Rabbit says everyone in his town knows the truth about him. He can't get anyone in his town. Exactly true. His last 2 girlfriends have all been from out of town. Mental institution 2 hours away.
Drama stream talking about me and what's happened, right?
Exactly, Cloud.
And I'm gonna address certain parts on what this drama channel said. And what I'm going to say is that I understand. I understand what you're saying. The first thing is, and I know you're going to amp it up a little bit for drama. I understand
exactly,
that.
PM.
But I also know a lot of what you're saying you believe to be true. Some of it may be true. Some of it may be partially true. But I understand that out here on YouTube, certain things are going to be amped up a little bit. Even if they're kind of true, they can be amped up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get that. No problem, right?
Exactly, Jim.
But the first thing I want to address is she mentioned that
Eli.
People have been donating to me to try to influence me to take down channels or do something like that. And to be honest with you, I have never been influenced by I've
You
never been
can't
influenced
take
by
down
money
channels.
my entire life.
You can't take down channels. Number one, everything's fair use. I invite you. You've never won a single copyright strike with me. I beg you, Eli, copyright strike me. Let's see how far it goes. You won't do it because you've never won. You've tried 1,000,000 times. If Eli's lady hit JB up, Eli would commit suicide. I agree with that.
And here's the proof of it. If money was
Ron
able
wants
to
his
buy
$10
me
back.
and influence me to do things, I would have probably made a lot more money out here on YouTube than I already have.
Yes, money is supposed to...
You can't deny that,
money,
right?
Well, I
Okay?
can deny it. But
Because I've always said in the past that I'd rather make less money now and make money that's more clean, meaning that make money doing something genuine, than make money by trying to fool people or infest them in drama and stuff like that, right? And I'm not saying that running drama shows and making money is dirty money, but to me...
Do you guys feel fooled? Am I fooling you? He's a clown.
I don't want to make money.
Well, if this is your business,
drama content.
This is your
that's
business.
Not who
you
I
should.
am.
Then don't make the drama
Regardless of what
content.
certain people may think of me or not.
Then don't make
right?
the drama content, dummy. He did get lost.
So I'm not going to mention anybody by name.
Exactly.
There
Cloud.
are many people that have donated to me.
It's already happening.
And
it's the worst thing that could happen to him, Cloud. It's the
their
end.
intentions are.
It is 100% the end. His girlfriend Googling him and watching all of these videos, it's the end for him. Because listen, no woman wants to know how little respect other men have for her man. The minute she Googles this and continuously watches all of this, she's going to find out that other people have absolutely zero respect for this cuck. She is going, but we still want some more hiking vids. Yeah, I made some just this weekend. I'll get them to you. For sure, Mikey. I want you to understand, okay? Gummies are kicking it. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Fuck. Fuck.
I couldn't tell you. I would hope that their intentions
Yeah, it's the end of the road.
Are pure, right?
Oh,
right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's nobody wants to know how, like, you understand that most people have zero respect for Eli. Once his girl sees that, that's going to be brutal. Like, you could get away with, like, you're being a fuck up and your girl, you understand what I'm saying? Like, your girl, it's important to her that other people at least respect you as a man. When she sees the whole internet referring to you as a cuck, everybody that knows you on the internet, that's not going to be good.
But even if their intentions
Exactly,
were otherwise, it all boils down to how I handle the situation.
No, it doesn't.
Right?
No.
And whatever decisions I make in my life are never influenced by money.
That's dumb.
I am one that cannot be bought.
That's dumb.
People have tried to buy me in the past, and it's like, no, thank you.
That's dumb. That's
it's not in my head and heart.
That's how business works, though.
To be that way. That's not how I was raised to be. Any actions in the past
exactly
that I've taken in my life, whether it be online or offline, or in this case, YouTube, and striking channels down and flagging channels for hateful and abusive content, cyberbullying and harassment and all that.
You ain't never done none of that shit. You ain't never succeeded at it.
Has been completely on my own free will.
And you never succeeded. You never took down a single channel.
Unpaid for. Any donations?
The only channels you ever took down was people like Ronaldo and Trim Hits that just re-uploaded your content. And they didn't care because they were throwaway channels. You've never taken down a real channel. It's never happened.
I've accepted them on a good faith basis, that they actually care for and like my
Exactly,
content.
Empress.
Again, I'm not a mind reader.
Exactly, Kelly.
And I don't know, the exact reason why.
Tracy, you nailed it on the head. It's about validation. He wants validation for his statements. That's why he says
anyone
right.
who's donated to me donates, and you folks don't know either. People donate when they feel like donating, and we leave it at that. Right?
Exactly, Rabbits.
Another thing this woman mentioned is, I think I kind of mentioned this already, but I'll kind of say it again. Was this all clickbait? Was this all, fabricated?
Of course it was.
No, I changed my mind because I was influenced by my woman primarily that I care for. And I didn't want to hurt her. And not doing what I do every day was going to hurt my woman.
Was it?
And honestly, I never wanted to stop doing this, but I was going to take a break because I didn't see any.
Exactly, Phil. It can't be. You actually have to have the ability to do it. Exactly, Phil.
Any more upside out here on YouTube. And maybe this whole thing transpiring and the way it did, maybe it might bring some more upside. I don't know. Who knows?
Fallout.
But whatever I do is based on how.
Fallout said, if I was 100 pounds and foamed at the mouth, Eli may be a real catch. It's Fallout a chick. That's fun. That's funny shit.
Feeling at that time.
Exactly,
right?
Kelly.
Now, men and women are different emotionally, right? And I don't always react to everything
exactly
emotionally based on how I'm feeling in the present moment like women do.
Yeah, you do.
But sometimes I do.
It's because you're abroad.
Every now and then, a situation will hit me so hard emotionally, even as a man, this is normal for men, that I react to it. That's what happened. I reacted to it. That's how I was feeling at that time. If you want to spin a different narrative on it, no problem.
We know how you're feeling.
I have no problem with it.
We know. You thought you didn't think things through. You got jumbled. It was like, I'm going to quit again. And don't sit here and say it was just once. You've done it your whole career. Like I said, this is like your 6th time, bro. Stop it. Exactly, Mikey B.
And another thing that she mentioned was that, and I've heard that she's no longer the girlfriend of this other creator that's involved in this drama.
So,
and again, whether she is or isn't, that's her choice, right?
Well, no shit.
And if you're no longer involved with him, ma'am, I have to say there is still a strong emotional bond.
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
He said he's not done on YouTube. He's back. He made his decision. His girlfriend talked him into coming back, even though his girlfriend was the reason he quit. Like I exposed, and it was exposed more today. So he will probably whine and cry. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to handle this too much longer. I don't know if I'm going to make it through the next 20 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I was wrong. I said last night he'd be back in a few days. He didn't last 24 hours. This 10 years. Exactly. I don't know if I want to hear this shit about SB. It's not that important to me.
And then she ended up going to the other side, and she's been there, and she's a part of them, and that's fine. You can go wherever you want to go. Okay? She was saying,
exactly, Cuck.
Eli, if you keep your name, if you keep our name out of it,
I don't care about all that.
But you re-engaged me, and then some people started coming back.
Yeah, you fell for the shit.
I have never been the kind of guy that's going to hold anyone back from getting what they truly want. But see, when it comes to women, and I'm not saying just about you, ma'am. My woman, all women are the same. Women want both sides of the fence all the time. Women want to have it They want their cake. They want to bake their cake and eat it too. They want to make their bed and then lay in it right after they make it, right?
I hear you, Kelly.
And
yeah, I'm probably not gonna make it the whole 20 more minutes.
Put our logical hat on and say it doesn't work that way.
Damn, rabbits.
That's impossible, right?
Damn. Come on, Cuck.
There was another aspect that she had mentioned that I want to mention before I go off the air here.
He's used to exactly the cliches, 2 different cliches.
And I'm just trying to remember what it was. And I'm going blank. Yes. This is what you said, ma'am. You said that you were actually starting to feel sorry for me.
That's not a good thing.
The stream I did last night.
That's not a good thing.
And honestly, ma'am, I genuinely believe you were feeling sorry.
Everyone feels sorry.
I'll tell you why.
You're shooting blazes. I thought that same thing.
You know the type of person I really am. You know I'm the kind of person that would never hurt a fly.
That pays $3,000 to find someone, that offers $50 to have someone killed. Yeah, that type of person.
You know that when we were friends at that time.
Exactly, Jim.
I was truly there for the friendship. I was truly there.
Oh, you just wanted SB to do your dirty work for you.
You also know
that's it.
That I'm not willing to cross lines and boundaries and stuff like that. Right? And have I crossed some lines and boundaries?
Exactly,
yes,
Tracy.
I did it because I felt forced. I'm not saying by you, by many people.
Oh!
I don't like crossing lines.
So SB forced you to do those things with me. She forced you to pay her $3,000 to get a private investigator to try to track me. She forced you to try to offer, who was it, ODN $50 to have me killed. She forced you to do that. Right. Right. Stop it.
I don't even like writing or skating lines. Call me a goody-goody.
You're not.
I like to do things.
No, why do you keep saying that? No one's ever called you a goody-goody. Everybody has always called you a scumbag. No one has ever called you a goody-goody. You keep saying that, but no one's ever said that. Everyone believes that you're a lying, manipulating, weak, frail, pathetic little man. Not a single person here has said, or anywhere, has been like, yeah, he's a really great guy. In fact, he's a goody-goody. No one said that. Not one person.
Not necessarily exactly by the book, but as close to doing it by the book as possible. I'm an easygoing, laid-back guy.
Right.
And this whole thing over the last 5 years has just really, really, really just taken me way out of my normal and natural essence. And I'm kind of glad it did, because I learned how to handle things better out
exactly,
here.
Tracy.
And I think you did too, man. I think you did too.
Goddamn edibles. Already kicked.
The reason why you were feeling sorry for me, again, like I said, is because you know the kind of person I am. And you know the position this has put you in and has put me in. And that's as far as it needs to go. We don't need to sit here and completely get into that for the audience. And keep that between you and me. It's nothing personal.
No, it's all the shit
y'all.
y'all.
We don't need to dwell on it.
It's
right?
all the
it
shit y'all did
behind
behind the scenes that you got on each other. Make no mistake about it. That's all that it is. Both of you have a lot of dirt on each other.
I think you feel a little bad, man, because I think deep within, I understand that some of the things I've done.
I can't do this. We gotta get past the SB part.
And simulcast me. And if that's what these people want to do at this point right now.
Exactly, Upgrade is like, what the fuck?
Do what you got to do. But I will say this before I wrap it up here. I really got to go. I've been on here longer than I wanted to be.
No shit.
An hour and 2 minutes now, and it's 3:15 p.m. Eastern, 12:15 p.m. Pacific. I really got to get a move on my day.
Oh, I know, Phil. They do some damage.
What I want to say is this. To anyone that's going to support future live streams I do, whether they be walking streams, in studio streams, right? Or even commenting on the replays or other pre-recorded videos I do in the future, right?
Hurry up.
I don't want to be involved with that group anymore.
Cool.
I don't want it talked about on my channel.
Then you have to, first of all, you have to not involve yourself with anyone from the groups. And then number two, you don't get to keep switching it back and forth. Hey, I'm going to talk about the drama. And then 1 month later, and you do this all the time. Well, I don't want anybody to talk about the drama here. You're a weird fella.
Channel. I didn't even want to approach it this way, but it's the only way I can approach it because I don't want to shut out anything else. Like, this is something that I must move forward from for all the reasons I shared here today. And if people want to support me the right way,
he's up his Adderall, yes.
When you're on my channel, I just don't want to talk about it. If you want to support my channel and their drama channels, that's on you. Do that, but separate that from me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any of it in my chat. I don't want to hear if someone's simulcasting. I don't want to hear if someone's put out videos on me. You know, I don't want to hear it at all.
He is built like a femboy.
Why? Because it's a distraction. And I want to stay focused on creating my content, my positive, uplifting content. Even if it only gets one or two views in this, right?
Only 1 or 2 views. I want to stay to it.
That's how I'm going to handle it.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be back to my news and shit like that tomorrow. Like, this is brutal. This is some brutal shit.
The other side is going to continue making content on me.
Exactly.
They're going to talk about me all day, every day, all week. They're going to play past video. They're going to do what they've always done, right?
Make fun of you, yes.
And if you want to go and invest your time with that crap, that's on you. I don't care. I just don't want to know about it.
Good point, Phil.
I don't want it talked about on my channel. If you talk about it even one time,
you're going to block them.
You're going to get banned immediately.
Banned, of course.
Even if you talk about it and you haven't heard this stream. The bottom line is, to be honest with you, you know, people that are invested in
good point, Robert,
that type of content with that group are not really on my channel for the right reasons. You are into drama, and I cannot help or work with people that are into drama, right?
It's cheap.
So again,
it's cheat day, Cuck. I got Taco Bell. Hurry up.
That's the way I'm going to handle it. I don't want to know anything about it. As far as going on other people's panels, I went on another panel yesterday, Adventures with JT, Jonathan Tuttle. I kind of shared this on my, walking stream yesterday that I put to private. That stream will not be put publicly out there. I'm going to redo that stream. I think it's episode 264 later today. Like I mentioned on that stream, I was on JT's panel, and we had a great conversation for the first hour. And then JT started bringing
He probably doesn't
people
have
from the
one,
drama
Shanice.
group on the panel, and it completely derailed the show. Now,
hurry up, Cuck.
that's his choice to do so.
5 minutes.
And I'll be honest, like I've said before, and I'll say it again now, and I'm going to really...
Yeah, Curtis is a weirdo. He gets blocked on every channel. He just keeps coming back, and he says the dumbest, weirdest shit. Even crazier is he really is that weird and goofy. Like, it's hard to explain. He's like, JB, why don't you like me? Because you're a fucking weirdo. Leave.
Stick to it now.
Weird son
I
of a
almost
bitch.
left that panel yesterday as soon as those people came on. Not because I wanted to be disrespectful to anyone, because
Yeah.
I knew what they were there for, JT. They were there to stir up the drama. That's what they do. I don't know why you couldn't see that, dude.
Of course you can see it. You're the one that
And I
can't
was
see it,
respectful
dummy.
about it. I didn't get mad or anything, and I wanted to leave because it was a waste of my time for that hour of drama. I only stuck around because I wanted to show good faith to JT.
What's up, Mike?
But here's the thing. From this point on, if anybody has me on a panel and we're scheduled to do a professional show on a topic such as dating or business or politics, right? And you bring on these people from this group that you know are going to come on there to just try to derail the show, I will immediately leave the show and never come back. That's the bottom line.
Now, why Night Owl said, damn, they will use these streams as torture sessions.
You can't ride both sides of the fence.
Yeah, this is brutal, man.
Right?
This is fucking brutal.
At least when it comes to me, you can't ride both sides of the fence.
This is being brutal.
If you want to collaborate with me at a content
At least last night, it was just completely him crying. It was the most boring, brutal, repetitive. Holy fuck.
Level.
Eating edibles didn't fix this shit for me.
If you're a consumer, I don't care where you go. Go watch the drama. Go watch all the videos and simulcast they do on me.
Nobody listens to you anyway. Stop
it. As long as you don't bring it to my channel. As long as you don't mention it or bring it to my channel.
I can't handle this fucking...
But when it comes to people I'm
going to be
collaborating with, if you are not a professional that's going to, be respectful to your guests.
Exactly, Mike.
Right? And part of being respectful to your guests is not bringing on people that are considered to at least appear as enemies, right? Or they're there to derail the show because I'm there. If you're gonna do that, then I'm just not gonna work with you.
All right, man, this is getting rough. I think I'm about to leave. Yeah, I think it's about done.
I totally understand it.
Let's see this last minute. I want to stab myself too. I've had to piss for 10 minutes. Hurry up, check your phone, Cuck, and let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this is being rough as a. Did I not press play? No, he wasn't paused. He was really
just. I totally get it.
She told you to get the fuck off the screen, didn't she? Why does he hold his hand?
That was interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, folks, I'm going
she told you to get the fuck off the screen, huh?
And get on out of here.
Homo. She told you
appreciate you all.
She said, get your ass off the stream. Yeah, I feel you, Tanya. Yeah.
If I have to do another stream like this to update some other things, I'll do it here. But I don't plan on it.
No.
This has all been said and done.
He said this is just Troy said this is just as bad as sitting in a mandatory class at work. Yeah, I know. He looks like those bird watchers. He does.
Have yourself a good one.
He keeps looking back at the phone.
And take care.
Guys, something happened on that phone. This is the end of the stream. Something happened on that phone right there. Look at it. Look on his face. Yeah, something happened on that phone. 100%. 100%. Guys, I got to go piss. I got to leave. Thank you to everybody that hit the tip jar. Thank you to everybody that was here. Sorry for this boring motherfucker, but we had to follow up with the story from last night. I was right. Guys, I don't think his relationship's going to last these 2 days with her. This is going to be good. So I probably will do an update. Yeah, his woman probably told him to shut the fuck up. I agree with that completely. So we wrap this up in a nice little bow. And I'm going to try to get some new stuff out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just ate 2 of these goddamn gummies, and now I got to piss and eat tacos and play the video game. Anyway, I love y'all, man. Thank you to everybody who tip jar. Thank you to everybody who didn't. Love you guys. If you guys want to support the show, links down below. You guys all have a great day. Peace out. Later, guys.